Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Morgan, and very happy to be back with The Witcher once again. It has been quite some time. The excuses are obvious this time. With school just completed and the holiday season shortly behind us, it was a very busy time for me, just wrapping everything up and spending the holidays with friends and family, of course. And Elex, of course, came out just a couple months ago, so that was taking up the focus of my recording time. And now I have time once again to get back to the things I've been neglecting for quite a while, which includes this and includes Dragon Age, which I hope to have a video for that recorded in due time as well, so I can have all three going at once. Elex is still going to be kind of the premier thing. I've fallen so far behind on that as well that, like, by now everyone who wanted the game has bought it. Everyone probably watching has completed it already, so I don't think anyone's going to be hugely surprised by anything that pops up in my playthrough, but I'm sure people enjoy it as well, just to see how somebody else goes about things. But anyway, this is not Elex, so this is not the place to talk about that. This is The Witcher, and if I recall correctly, last time we left off, I think we spoke with Leuvaarden, who set us up with a contact to get into the sewers and check out a Salamandra hideout and try and figure out what exactly they're plotting this time around. So first things first, we got to get into the sewers and meet with a contact down here. And it is dark, but I'm not going to waste a cat potion down here. Looks like some homeless people met an unfortunate demise. Don't know if the cause of death was natural or otherwise, but that's not what we're here to investigate. We'll leave that to the local constabulary.
Comrades, the ladder.
Everything ready?
We're expecting the salamanders shortly.
They know we're here?
No, but they're vigilant. They have an important guest.
All that knocking around with a ladder, I think, is gonna kind of alert them, but so be it. We're used to doing things the hard way.
Yes?
So, even though this guy is supposed to be our backup and our help here, they all just have the generic guardsman dialogues. They don't have anything new. Alright, so this allows us to get to a side of the trade quarter that is normally isolated for indistinct reasons other than gameplay limitations, rendering this whole side of town inaccessible, and even everything past it just means they have less that they have to kind of develop for things, but it is what it is. We don't really have much to access until we get over here. There's some, like, doors and stuff that you can hit up, but none of these actually this one does. I think this is the way we came in. Yeah, it is. So even though this leads to a window, we somehow exit through a door. There's another sewer entrance, I think, around the corner that just says it's locked. I did play ahead a little bit just because, since it's been so long, I needed to make sure I didn't lose track of what I was doing. I need to make sure we got at least kind of half the video taken care of. That's usually how I do this. I need to know what I'm doing next, so I don't start wandering around, just end up with kind of like an empty video with misguided commentary. But this is what we're after.
Just a moment. Hurry. Now to begin. Akayala Ambra Kur. We have picture. A blurry one. We may not connect with the Redanians today.
Adjust the antenna.
The crystal's warming up. I'll boost the magical correlation. It
Check
worked.
the
We have picture.
check the coax cable.
I greet you.
Greetings, sir.
Enough formalities. What do you want?
Our military bases around Vizima have been broken up. Spies from Nilfgaard may have played a part.
So you're hip deep in manure. Why contact me?
Sir, we're requesting financial assistance.
Why would I help you?
Our mutual acquaintances are working for people with close ties to you.
You must think me mad.
But sir...
You're in over your heads. All your experiments, fifth tech deals. I won't help you.
Shh! Hear something? In the corridor.
Who is that? Sketchy fellow. Alright. Let's get these assholes out of the way. So unfortunately, one of them is a mage, and he does, my god. Let's take him out now. He does summon this thing. I didn't have this much trouble last time, come on. That takes care of that. I realized I forgot to prepare with any potions. But, whatever. We made it through. There are more things to fight down below, though, so I guess we might as well pop one of these now. I think that's my last swallow, though, so I gotta make sure I prepare some more. Power Stone. Key to the gate of the Salamandra base. I don't think that's to this place. I'm not sure what base it's talking about. It might be something we get to in the future. But for now...
Bravo! An impressive slaughter. Here I feared those idiots would bore me with incessant pleas. But they proved entertaining after all.
Who are you?
Radovid. I don't like being interrupted.
Listen, Radovid. I don't much care what you like. You'd better explain your connection to Salamandra. I'm sure we'll meet someday.
Nobody said that to me in a long time. I like you. You go straight for the jugular. I'll tell you who I am. I'm not out of fear. I share nothing in common with Salamandra. Absolutely nothing. I once thought to use them as a tool, but I changed my mind.
A tool?
Political leverage, Witcher.
Can you be clearer?
I can, but I won't. Suffice to say that Salamandra's actions don't suit me right now, which makes us allies. Good luck, Witcher, and say hello to Ada.
So, can we do anything else with this? Hartman's mirror. Who the hell's Hartman? We don't seem to know who Radovid is at this point, which is kind of weird because he's actually really important. He's the king of Redania. And he is an important player in at least the first two games. I don't know about the third, but he is an ally of sorts in this game, or at least he develops into one. But I find it kind of strange, other than Geralt's amnesia, that he doesn't know who Radovid is. And even with his amnesia, surely would have heard of him by now, but well, we'll just wait and see how that all plays out. We need this. We got a secret stone, which, as far as I know, just operates as mirror, so I'm not sure why it's that important, but we might be able to make something out of that. Now, you can just leave if you want, but there are more fools downstairs that we are going to take care of. I think I disarmed him. Wow, that was impressive. There's some fools who are still dead, still asleep down here. It's kind of funny. Let's see if we can wake one of them up. Nope, won't work, of course. And they just pop right up out of bed. And that's how we do it. Much more reliably dispatched than the ones up above. And no, I have not forgotten about the fact that you can control click to, or shift, what is it? Control click? Yeah, to auto loot stuff. But I just want to make sure I don't end up with a lot of like meaningless stuff in my inventory, like food. Things I usually drop anyway. Alright, well, we got what we came for. We've cleared house. Hang on, I don't need that. Whatever. All that combat makes me thirsty. Have a sip of some juice. Alright, so I guess we'll just head out the front door. Surely nothing in the form of an ambush waiting for us. That's not the door I came in from. The guy's got a bit of a kink in his neck. Uh-oh. What is that shadow? This pudgy fellow showed up at the wrong time. Well, we found what's her name? Carmen's werewolf, I think. Is that really necessary? I have to point out, if this thing wanted to escape, it could have just made a straight line. We can't really follow it on the rooftops, can we? It just goes back up the same way it came. It's probably the best animated cutscene I've ever seen. Hello, beastie.
Geralt.
It speaks.
You know me?
It's me. It's me, Captain Vincent.
Whoa.
This explains your disappearances at night.
I was covering you. Those imbeciles didn't even crawl from the sewer.
Yeah, I noticed some backup they were.
Just tell me what you learned.
Why should I speak to you? So, just word to any aspiring video game artists out there. If you want to animate fur on your creatures, I don't think a bunch of floating gray spots really covers for it, but oh well.
Radovid spoke to the salamanders through a teleprojection.
The King of Redania? Some support?
No, he refused, but they have mutual friends.
Anything else?
Nothing special.
We're on the same side.
Witches are not on the side of monsters.
I can help you break the werewolf spell.
No need. I'm better at catching criminals this way. Also, the criminals fear this terrible monster that defends the poor. Meaning me.
I think I could have put that together.
Witchers kill monsters.
Even useful ones.
I guess we spared that ghoul in the talking ghoul in the cemetery, didn't we?
Go on.
I only hunt bandits, rapists, robbers.
You kill them without a fair trial, Vincent.
Don't I?
How many have fallen by your sword? I'm not a monster on the inside, unlike you.
Well, hey now, them's fighting words.
You're right. Appearances don't matter.
Thank you. Let us both be on our way.
Alright, and off he goes. Just up into the sky and out of sight. So this puts us into another area that's kind of inaccessible otherwise. I don't think there's anything to find here other than this nice open latrine pit here, or whatever the hell this is. All these guardsmen on the outside offer no assistance to us. But it is what it is. Now that we've identified the werewolf, maybe we can convince Carmen to actually let us help out. We found some... I can't remember what all the potential cures were. There was like some kind of alchemical cure. I don't know if it's something we can actually make, but supposedly true love can break the spell as well. Isn't this just one wonderful fairy tale? I believe that not every monster deserves to die. Well, I kind of established that a while ago. Salamander, political schemes, a magic mirror. See how things develop. Geralt's detective methods leave a little something to be desired. At every turn, he's just kind of like, I'm going to wait and see what happens. And then something terrible happens. Usually people die. And, well, we're paid to kill monsters, not play Inspector Gadget or Inspector Clouseau. Well, he's probably even more effective at it than we are. So, this is an old forge, it tells me.
I'm not liking this. Better check the cellar.
Guess I better check the cellar. This is the only way out, so I assume this is where we gotta go. This is where I stopped it when I did my test run.
Did he think himself a superhero?
Oh, this is his hideout. Any good weapons down here? He's got a lot of stuff. You got bows, crossbows, axes. Some of these look pretty impressive. Look at the size of that club. Got a great mace of some kind. Nothing we can actually take for some reason. You know, some of these actually look pretty nice. Oh well. 'Tis what it is. Oh, you dirty buggers. Okay, so this is where we started. I guess, next step is to speak with Triss and Leuvaarden, but since that might change things, I'm always afraid, because of the way this game works, I'm always afraid of taking the next step in terms of any plot progression, because I always worry that it might lock things out as far as side quests, so we'll put off speaking with Leuvaarden and Triss until we take care of a couple other things. Namely, I want to make sure that we speak with Carmen about Vincent and make sure that we get that taken care of. So that'll be our next stop.
Ha! Never seen anything stranger than that freak.
Excuse me. Alright, well, let's have a chat with Carmen here.
Greetings. You've returned safely.
I have indeed.
The Hierophant revealed the cure for lycanthropy, but I must know your beloved.
I already know it.
I'll not betray my man's identity. I'd rather he stay a werewolf.
Carmen, I already know that Vincent's the werewolf.
Please don't hurt him.
I'll try to help him. Listen carefully.
Yes?
I spoke to the Hierophant about your man's affliction.
Oh.
Overnight, Vincent should wear a shirt woven from fool's parsley, and the spell will be lifted.
That's what I'll do.
Good luck convincing him.
I brought the parsley leaves. Weave a shirt for Vincent to lift the spell.
Thank you. I'll start immediately.
Alright, well, I don't know if there's a progression point that I have to wait for, or if I just have to, like, kind of sleep off a couple days and see what happens. Oh, I remember I was saving up runes for a meteorite sword, or was it a silver sword? I don't remember. Okay, I think I did end up getting it. I'm recalling things that I was planning on doing in the past, and I can't remember if I actually did them before my short-term hiatus from this game.
Yes?
Did the shirt cure Vincent?
It was terrifying. The moon appeared, Vincent transformed, shredded the shirt, and ran off.
Calm down, Carmen. Maybe another method will be more effective.
Yes?
Alright, that didn't work.
Farewell.
Some druid that asshole is. So... need to try other means. Well, that's not a whole lot of guidance, is it? Well, if the Hierophant doesn't know anything, maybe... Did we ever find a book about it? I don't remember. I didn't save any books, at least. Let me check with the bookseller, see if he has anything that might explain possible remedies for it. Do we have a journal entry? A glossary on werewolves? Nope. The Wild Hunt. I'm not sure what we found that brought up that glossary entry, but the Wild Hunt, that's something we're going to experience more a bit later in the game. But I'll be honest, the concept of it was like really confusing to me for the longest time, because it seemed like it just kind of came out of nowhere as a plot element in the game. And get out of here, you stupid kid. You're tiny and stupid. It kind of just like took me by surprise. I never really put together why it was so important until like the second game when Geralt started having the flashbacks. And obviously it's a central theme of the third game. I mean, it's in the subtitle, for goodness sake. But I'm gonna try and understand like how it's relevant in this game, other than just kind of popping up and being like, hey, like here I am. Speak with the antiquarian. See what kind of books he's got. Anything in regards to lycanthropy. Tome of Fear and Loathing. Okay, I did already read something about this. That doesn't really help me too much, does it? Well, maybe Kalkstein has something. I haven't spoken with that fellow in a while. Might have an alchemical solution where a more natural solution failed us.
Yes?
Can you make a potion to cure lycanthropy?
Never tried.
The potion's for a werewolf, the beloved of a young woman.
Usually I'd refuse, but I owe you.
Damn right you do.
Let's see. Ingredients, check. Equipment, check. Come back later, okay?
Well, good thing you just happen to have the ingredients for such an obscure thing on hand. He doesn't have any place to sleep here, does he?
Come back later.
Alright, fine. I don't want to see Triss just yet, in case we accidentally jump the gun on this. As I said before, I'm just terrified of accidentally leaving plot threads undeveloped when this game suddenly decides it's gonna make a huge shift in setting. So I've made that mistake a couple times already. For all my talk of this supposed to be a walkthrough, I've made some critical errors in how I handled certain things. And I kind of regret that, but hey, it's an RPG, there's no wrong answers. Anything that can happen is obviously meant to happen under certain circumstances. Might not be ideal, but it is how it is. How many orange do I have? I'm still waiting to see if I can get that armor worth 5 grand. There are armors later that allow you to hold more potions, I think. Or accessories, whatever they want to call them. We haven't even used bombs at all in this game, I'm realizing now. I never really found them that useful, to be honest. I'm realizing I didn't need to run all the way here. I could have just, I think I could have just went to... What's his name? Vivaldi. Taking a nap in front of his fireplace. Get out of here, dog. Hey, Zoltan. Sorry for the shove.
Yes?
I've won a few poker rounds already.
Congratulations. You're a virgin no more. Now you'll play for real.
Where do I find these famed Vizeman poker players?
Where you find all other things illegal. Near the hairy bear.
This might get interesting.
Don't be surprised if someone doesn't want to play with you. Real bigwigs will only deal with professionals.
And a professional is?
One who wins at least 4 professional games. Do that and you'll be welcome at every table.
I need to beat 4 professionals. Breeze.
Yeah, game of luck is a breeze. Alright, so that's something else we'll do, I guess. It might end up being something I do off screen just because it's kind of a chore and not very interesting to see. You guys have seen me bang my head against the wall trying to play this damn game already. I've never been all that educated in the nuances of poker, but playing with dice just adds a whole new element of frustration because of how few different hands you can actually acquire. Are you finished?
Yes?
Did you finish the lycanthropy potion?
Yes, but she will administer it at her own risk once she drops in one of her tears.
Oh, God.
The potion needs a virgin's tear to work.
Wait, you said nothing about a virgin.
You said a young maiden. I assumed she wasn't yet married.
Kalkstein. You need to get out more. Where will I find a virgin?
A virgin's tear is vital. It can't be difficult to find. Why?
In this town, I don't know. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Where on earth could I find such a person?
The black ones could not master us.
Hello, stranger.
Greetings.
I heard Riviera is ruled by a wise and strong queen. She was once beautiful, but was wounded during the war. Now her face is scarred.
You're worldly.
Modern women need knowledge of the world.
I'm sure.
What would you like to know?
Have you heard news of
I never met this woman before.
Yes, reputed to be the White Wolf. A dog for sorceresses.
He fancies women with or without magical abilities.
How do you know?
We're good friends.
Well, that's something, isn't it? Unfortunately, she doesn't seem as world-wise as she is. Doesn't seem to know where to find a virgin either.
Non-humans are behind the evil here.
Alright, well...
May I help?
Forgive me. I need a virgin's tear to cure a man's curse.
A surprising proposition.
I thought you could help.
Helping others is my calling, and you found the right person.
You seem hesitant.
I'll shed a tear for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now the ultimate question is she telling the truth? Because if she isn't, this might work out terribly. Now hang on, do we have to mix the potion? Nope. It is completed.
Got any?
Yes?
Here's a magic potion against lycanthropy. It should help.
How will I repay you?
Don't tell anyone I did this for free. I have my reputation.
I'll give this potion to Vincent.
Okay, I guess we'll take another nap. Sleep the day away. And see what happens. Hopefully it worked out this time. If not, we're running out of options. Afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes?
Did the potion work?
Oh, Master Witcher. I made certain Vincent drank it, but nothing happened.
Goodness sake.
Yes?
I've heard stories of true love changing beasts into men.
But we make love regularly.
Love means more than frolicking in bed.
I know Vincent doesn't love me. Sometimes when he's angry, he calls me a vile whore.
Carmen.
I know I turned tricks, but for him I'd agreed to be like other girls. Damn it. I'd even learned how to embroider.
Listen, it's clear Vincent's lycanthropy isn't your biggest problem. Tell him you love him and how you tried to cure him. If he's not a complete swine, he'll react.
He's unsure, torn between me and his work.
He needs to set his priorities straight.
Witcher, please talk to him. He's at the station.
Why can't you go? I mean, I know I'm trying to help. I know he trusts me to some extent, but you and him really have to work out your personal problems if you're gonna get any headway here. You know, I can play alchemist, I can play, you know, monster exterminator, but I can't be a dating service as well. Can't be a relationship counselor. What do you expect from me? Oh well, I guess it's part of the job in the end, isn't it? Alright, well, let's see what we can accomplish here.
Greetings.
Carmen asked me to see you.
Witcher detective turns Witcher therapist.
Gotta make money how you make money.
Carmen doesn't like you being a werewolf.
What's your beef? It's not my choice.
I can lift the curse, but you must desire it. You want to be with Carmen?
Witcher...
Will you give up your superhuman strength for love?
Strength I use against evil.
Strength that will one day consume you. You still have a choice.
I'll think about it, Witcher.
Love can move mountains, but...
It must be true.
I think he gets the picture, but... My goodness, it's always gotta wait. Well, I'm tired of wasting flint stones on that damn campfire over there, so... We'll wait somewhere else.
What
Now hang on, I didn't expect to find Yavin here. Self-righteous asshole. Let's see what he has to say.
Welcome, Wolf.
Greetings. You made it back unscathed.
And Vivaldi got his bank back. Or will soon.
Good to hear.
Did anyone give you any problems?
No. And that's strange.
I'm under the impression that someone is protecting you. And I don't mean the gods.
I don't know who'd want to.
Did you want something, Wolf?
Yavin, do you really believe you can win?
Do you think I want to get killed? I wouldn't risk my life in weeks of torture for mere amusement. And that's what awaits me if I'm caught.
Clearly.
To be frank, Geralt, any concession gained, even the tiniest right, would be a victory. Somehow the process must begin, and I'd rather see it happen now.
See you later.
That's probably the most level-headed I've ever heard him speak. So all this, like, what do you call it? This, like, preaching of his, this flamboyant storytelling, his sort of self-righteous kind of interpretation of history and stories, and his seeming resentment for humans. I don't know, that was the most, like, kind of decent, I don't know if that's the right word, but it was like the most straightforward kind of a mentality that he's had since we started working with him to begin with. And that's like he I don't know, like from there it seems like he wants coexistence, but he's made it clear before that he utterly hates humans and doesn't really want them around, and thinks that they are less than the non-humans, like just a inferior creature in general. And doesn't seem to have any actual interest in coexistence, but right there, you know, he's talking about securing non-human rights in this city and abroad. And I don't know, again, that's like the most... It implies that he's actually seeking coexistence instead of just the absolute eradication of the human race. So if that's his real goal, then I feel less guilty about taking his side so often. But I still need to wait and see if that's what he's really after.
What brings you?
Alright, now we can take our nap. Alright, miss, how's it do?
Yes?
I saw Vincent.
Oh, Witcher, I don't know how to thank you. I'm awash in happiness. We had an honest conversation. I told him everything. How much I love him.
Finally.
He said if I cared so much, maybe this love deserves a chance. First time I ever saw him cry.
Sometimes the simplest solutions are best.
But that's not all. I haven't found hair in our bed recently. Maybe... Never mind, I don't want to jinx it. I have to believe that everything will be all right.
That's good to hear. True love can work wonders.
Apparently. I don't know if it's quite that much of a fairy tale solution, but could be something like Vincent just needed the willpower and the desire to actually overcome the symptoms of lycanthropy and was actually able to get over it. But hey, if true love is really all it takes, maybe we can cure a lot more than just his monstrosity.
I don't feel like talking.
You look very worried.
True. My grandmother, she's...
Is she in pain?
No. Many youngsters would envy Granny's health. She's changed, and dread fills my heart.
Perhaps I can help.
Granny will speak to me only to warn me away from the cellar.
I'll visit her and find out what I can. My help will cost 50 orens.
I'm not wealthy, but Shani spoke of your kindness.
That's funny. She seems to hate my guts now.
Where does your granny live?
The crossroads near where the peddlers stand.
Farewell.
Crossroad near the peddlers? Is that the same granny that Shani lives with? So I don't remember this quest. It actually took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting to see someone standing there. That's why I chatted her up, but apparently there's an actual quest here. It's in the Merchant's Alley near the junction. Okay, so it's right on the corner here.
Who are you?
Out
now!
Man, old women never really appreciate visitors anymore. Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, well, time to take another nap. Alright, let's sneak in. See what secrets Granny's got hidden in the basement. I knew it would be a monster. Can you get off, Geralt? Jesus. Just letting this thing wail on you. And slice. Now, I find it a little sketchy that she didn't want anyone finding out this was down here. So I wonder if maybe we just killed her husband or something. And again, I have to imagine the nurse would know whether or not the husband was still alive.
You
I know it.
My dear son, I'll call the gods.
Woman, look at me. That thing downstairs was no son of yours. Open your eyes.
Who are you? Get out of my house.
Alright, well, sorry, but it had to be done. Poor deluded old woman. Oh well, it is what it is. Sometimes the truth is simply hard to bear, but... Alright. Well, let's pass in this reward at least. Oh, she's still waiting outside? For some reason I thought this was taking us inside.
How's my grandmother?
She'll recover soon. The job proved difficult.
Not really.
Read on 50 orans.
I have the gold. Tell me what happened.
A dangerous creature lived in her basement. It tried to enslave her, but worry no more.
Gods, how horrible.
She'll be fine now she's out of danger.
I thank you. Shani spoke true about you.
No problem.
You know, I would have just let her keep the money, but that's just me. I guess witches can't always work for free. So I guess it wasn't actually her son. It was just Fleeter was kind of enamoring her. Or what do they call it? Glamour? I don't know. Alright, well, let's see if Vincent can shed some light on his condition now that we've,
Imbeciles. Greetings.
Farewell.
Nope, he won't even talk about it. Alright, so be it. Alright, I believe the only other thing we have to do before, we progress the plot at all would be to play a few rounds of poker at the Hairy Bear with some of the professionals. So I'll do that off screen because once again that's just something that I don't think anyone's actually that interested in. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you kindly for watching. So I guess next episode we will just continue with the actual main story here. Bring the stone to Triss and Leuvaarden. Tell them what we've learned. Bring some insight into Radovid's involvement in the Salamandra business here in town. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to follow me on Twitch or subscribe to my Stream Archive channel. Links in the description below. See if we can get some live stream events going on again soon. But until next time, have yourselves a wonderful night.